Today, we celebrate the MCU friends that are with you till the end of the line. 10. Doctor Strange and Wong. Doctor Strange needed a real, no-nonsense friend, and the universe sure did deliver with Wong. Do I think that they are like swapping secrets over brunch? No, but I do think that they can easily trust each other with their lives, and their banter is hilarious. 9. Kate and Yelena. This is still a new friendship, but one that many fans have taken a liking to and very much hope to see on screen again. Their dynamic of enemies to allies, I am telling y'all, there is no stronger bond than a pair of girls that originally hated each other but are now best friends, and I do mean that. 8. Nick and Carol. This was definitely one of my favorite parts of Captain Marvel. It's nice for Fury to have like a friend at all, but he also really helped Carol find herself again. The biggest marker of their friendship has to be that in the MCU at least, he technically named the Avengers after her. It was her old call sign and he used it to name the Avengers Initiative, which, you know, led to the team's official name. 7. Luis and Scott. There is something so special about the connection between a man and the guy who just jumps right on board the fact that they are now a superhero. Luis and Scott went from jail buddies to some of the most respected members of their communities together, and I think that's beautiful. Plus, Luis is a great storyteller, and I would love to be a fly on the wall for some of their conversations. 6. The Guardians of the Galaxy. Just the whole team, but with a special focus on Rocket and Groot. I love a found family of misfits. Literally, what can I say? The way that they will literally go to war for each other, sometimes even just for fun. But truly, since trauma bonding and, you know, bonding the good old-fashioned way, there is nothing that these heroes won't do for each other. Ronan the Accuser, a Celestial, the High Evolutionary, nothing stands a chance against the power of friendship. I think that's literally how they won in the first movie. 5. Tony and Rhodey. Rhodey is one of the only people that Tony trusts with his Iron Man style technology. Rhodey was there for Tony through every major trauma that man has gone through, and the relationship survived a whole, well, you know, recasting and identity change. Truly, I love the banter between these two, and it's good that Tony has someone in his corner that he can not only trust to stand by him no matter what, but also clock him when he acts up. 4. Bucky and Steve. Of course they're here. The entire Captain America trilogy is simply Steve doing everything in his power to save or preserve Bucky Barnes from various people, Hydra, the government, Iron Man. If Bucky didn't mean so much to Steve, Civil War would have gone differently. They still would have fought it, but just in a different way. Bucky looked out for Steve when Steve was, you know, tiny, and later when Bucky was hurting, Steve was willing to risk life, limb, and reputation for that man. Fellas. 3. Peter and Ned. This is one of the sweetest friendships in the entire MCU. Ned was so ready to support his friend, literally putting his life on the line every night, and he was so excited to be the guy in the chair. He's so ready to cover for Peter at literally every single opportunity, and you know that if the roles were reversed, Peter would be doing the same. In fact, Peter literally does everything he can to protect Ned and of course MJ, including erasing himself from their minds. Desperately hoping that these two rekindle their friendship in Brand New Day and Marvel doesn't break our hearts further. 2. Nat and Clint. This is one of the most, like, ride or die friendships on here for obvious reasons. I fear best friends don't get more serious than literally sacrificing yourself for them. Nat was also the only person that Clint could trust with the knowledge of his family, and she was close enough to be Auntie Nat and have one of the kids named after her. And of course, the real marker of their friendship, whatever happened in Budapest. 1. Sam and Bucky. Now you might disagree with the placement here, but let me defend myself. This friendship is so strong that it bleeds into real life. Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan are best friends in every universe. Their friendship is so sweet, they're always hyping each other up, and they have gifted MCU fans with so many funny videos and sound bites. And then in universe, the characters have always had each other's backs, and Bucky is basically part of the family after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Adorable, supportive, and I'm so upset that they are fighting after Thunderbolts, but you know what? Hopefully that fixes itself. But what do you think? Which MCU duo is your favorite? Let us know down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, nerds!